It is me, Captain John Princeton, and today I'm bringing you 5 unpopular One Piece opinions. Get those pitchfork ready and those tomatoes, because it's going to be a bumpy episode. We should have some of the Straw Hats defeat some of the more villains. I feel like Luffy is kind of like the main character, which he is, but he always defeats the main person. And I feel like, hey, let Sanji and Zoro have a crack at it. Come on now, right? Personally, I would love it if Sanji would have defeated Don Krieg. I would have loved it if some of the other Straw Hats, so maybe Usopp would have gotten the chance to get in the one-up on Captain Kuro, and so on. So personally, I feel like the Straw Hats should defeat more villains, not Luffy himself, but some of the Straw Hats, you know, some of the underlings, I guess you can call them, whatever you can call them. Because right now, they don't look that great to me. I mean, yes, Zoro and Sanji look great, but they always go against the generic second strongest, third strongest. I would love to see them go against the first strong. Maybe they can go against, personally, I think Zoro and Sanji can beat Bellamy. They should have been the one that defeated Bellamy, and instead Luffy one-shotted Bellamy. So, it's just my opinion, right? How cool would it be if we had a gunner and the Straw Hats? Personally, I like Usopp. The story of One Piece would not be the same without Usopp, the main man himself. But the slim shot, it's not gonna cut it for me. I do want a gunslinger. I want somebody who either not uses a sniper, because that is Usopp's job, but I would prefer somebody who uses 2 pistols, flint pistols, you know, whatever. I think it would be really cool to have somebody who actually just sits like pew 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 pew. And I think it would be really cool. Like I said, I love Usopp and everything, and I want him to stay in the Straw Hats. I don't want him to die or anything. But I think we deserve a gunslinger. A slingshot, nah. Slingshot's not gonna fucking cut it.
3.
Why haven't we had any more naval battles? Why haven't we had ships versus ships? I mean, Nami's a navigator, Frankie is a shipwright, and Usopp is just a jack of all trades, right? And a marksmanship, right? He's a sniper. How awesome would it be to show off their skills as crewmates against other ships by having naval battles? Pirates had these all the time. Imagine how awesome would it be if Usopp's sitting there with a cannon, right? And just, bah! Hits another boat, sinks it, or whatever. I think that'll be cool. Not only will that show off Navi's navigational skills, because she'll be the one navigating the actual ship, that will also show off Usopp's marksmanship as a sniper of the ship, and that will show off, of course, when the ship takes damage, that this will also show off Frankie's skill as a shipwright. So I feel like we haven't seen this yet, and that's a big problem because naval battles are huge.
4.
The size of the Straw Hat crew is too damn small to operate a boat the size of the Mary. And that being said, that means it's way too fucking small to operate a ship the size of the Thousand Sunny. There's no way in hell that 9 people, and when I say 9 people, I actually mean there's actually 5 of them that actually do something in the boat when it comes to navigation. There's no way in hell that those 5 people, even if all 9 were helping, they can navigate a ship of that size. It will require more people to be in the Straw Hat. And I can tell you this right now because I am a huge pirate buff, and you guys know this, and I study a lot about piracy, and they would need at least 60 members to operate a ship the size of the Thousand Sunny. Now, to operate a ship the size of the Mary, they would need at least 20. But as of right now, it's very unrealistic, even with people who have enormous strength like Zoro or Sanji and the such. It's physically impossible for them to be able to operate a ship this big, and I feel like they need way more crew members to operate it. Maybe Oda needs to add some fodder characters to become like regular crewmates so they can, you know, operate the ship and make it a little bit more believable.
4.
It bothers me when I hear people say they don't want any more swordsmen in the Straw Hats because we have Zoro and we have Brook. But the funny thing is that pirates use swords as weapons. So yes, we should get another swordsman. We should get 4 other swordsmen, mainly because there's different type of swords. You have katanas, you have broadswords, you have bastard swords, you have curved swords. You have so many types of swords that it gives room to other characters. We can have a character who uses bokken. Bokkens are basically swords made of wood. They are used for bashing instead of cutting. So when people say, "Oh, the Straw Hats have too many swordsmen," you sound like a fucking idiot, because basically pirate crews have a lot of fucking swordsmen. They have pirates that use cutlass. They all have to. Even people who specialize in guns usually carry a sword with them, because you never know. That being said, I do want more swordsmen. I think it's kind of cliche that Zoro's the only swordsman in the crew. Brook is a swordsman, you know, but I don't really, he's not that, he barely, actually, he just sucks. Brook's just, yeah, he sucks. So, I think there's way more room for swordsmen. I think it'll be nice for us to get a swordsman who uses a bokken. Basically, a bokken, like I said, it's a wooden sword that lets you bash people instead of cutting them up, and I think that'll be pretty cool. Rebecca in Dressrosa was using a broadsword, which on itself is completely different from the type of sword that Zoro uses. Zoro uses katanas. So Rebecca's type of sword, a swordsman with that sword will make a great addition to the Straw Hats, because a broadsword is a complete different fighting style than when you were to use the 3 katanas that Zoro would normally use. Those were the 5 unpopular opinions of the day. If you liked them, let me know. If you didn't, comment below. And of course, give me your 5 unpopular opinions. Maybe they'll match with mine, maybe they won't. I want to know what you think should have happened in One Piece, or what things should be changed, or just your opinion in general that other people just don't agree with. I know there's a lot of them out there. I personally have about 100 of these. So yeah, let me know and I'll feature them on my next video. Thank you for watching. Like always, guys, comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned, because it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year.
Working harder.